Good morning, children. Welcome to all of you in the physics class. Today, I will explain the magnetic effect of electric current, and this is the second video of this chapter. What is the effect of external magnetic field? That is given by this diagram. When any horseshoe magnet that have the magnetic field and in between them a current carrying rod is hanged, then what happen here? One force is acted by an external magnetic field. So the direction of force acting on the current carrying conductor in a magnetic field depends on the direction of current flowing through the conductor. Now moving forward, this topic can be explained in this manner, where the diagram is given. There are three lines which are given here and shows the magnetic field direction, and one current carrying conductor is kept in this magnetic field that have the length L and have the magnetic force F and make the angle theta with the magnetic field. So what happened? Let a conductor of length L is placed in an external magnetic field of strength B. All these things that I have told here are explained or wrote down in this topic. So the force that is right here by the term capital F, and F depends upon directly proportional to B, directly proportional to L, directly proportional to the current, and directly proportional to the theta of sine. So after combining it, we get F is directly proportional to BIL sine theta. After using equality, we have to put here one constant that is shown here, small k. Now moving forward, where k is a constant and the unit of magnetic field B is chosen as such that the constant k is equal to 1, then F is equal to BIL sine theta. This is the formula to detect the magnetic force when any current carrying conductor kept inside any external magnetic field. Now some cases arises here when theta is equal to 0, the value of force is equal to 0 because sine 0 is equal to 0. Similarly, if the value of theta is 90 degree, then F is equal to BIL sine 90 degree and sine 90 value have 1, then we get here F is equal to BIL. This will be the maximum force and the direction of force is given by, this is also very important for you, Fleming left hand rule. It is shown in the next page. I will show it. This is Fleming left hand rule. Fleming left hand rule is shown here in this diagram. If you look, then you have to stretch left hand, 3 finger, that is forefinger, that is middle finger, and that is thumb. All three are stretched like that, perpendicular to each other. Then what will happen? The direction of magnetic field shows by the forefinger. The direction of force is shown by thumb, and the middle finger shows the direction of current. Okay, all of you learn by suppose F belongs to father and F is stand for force, M is mother and M is magnetic field, C is current and C is child. So if you stretched your hands, that is left hand, and left had 3 fingers, forefinger, thumb and middle finger, then thumb shows the magnetic force, forefinger shows the magnetic field and middle finger shows the electric current. Okay. So now moving forward, next is electric motor. What is the principle of electric motor? Electric motor is an instrument that convert the electrical energy into mechanical energy. That is given here. This is important for you. The principle is, it is based on the principle of current carrying coil placed in a uniform magnetic field experience two opposite and parallel forces that are called couple. So under the action of this couple, the coil rotates and thus electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. What is the construction of electric motor? As shown in the figure, this is a field magnet, a strong magnet. The square shape looking here picture is called armature, and this is connected to the external current source, that is here shown battery. The point P and Q are called brushes, that is made by carbon or graphite, and split rings semicircular form, that is L and M, are phase converter. This is the basic diagram. What is the working or construction? Field magnet, it is a strong permanent magnet, okay, or electromagnet. Similarly, armature, it is a rectangular coil having many turns of insulated copper wire on a soft iron core. Similarly, split rings. What is split rings? Split rings are two semicircular rings L and M to which two ends of the coil are connected rigidly with the shaft of the armature so that these rings can rotate with armature. Next is brushes. Split rings touches two brushes P and Q alternately. That is made by graphite and sometimes carbon. So what is the use of electric motor? Electric motor, it is used in electric fan, water pumps, electric crane, washing machine, mixer, grinder, refrigerator, vacuum cleaner, etc. All these have the electric motors. Now moving forward, force on moving charge in magnetic field, that is called Lorentz force. When any charge particle move in the external magnetic field with velocity v and makes an angle theta with the magnetic field. B is magnetic field, v is the velocity of charge particle, q is the charge particle, theta is the angle between the direction of charge particle motion and magnetic field intensity, F is the magnetic force, and it can be determined by the Fleming left hand rule. So what happened here? The formula comes as earlier, you know, F is equal to BIL sin theta. After putting the value of I, we get QV upon L and L sin theta. Then finally we get F is equal to QVB sin theta. Q is charge, V is the velocity, B is the magnetic field intensity, theta is the angle between V and B, F is the magnetic force. Similarly, if theta is equal to 0 degree, then F is equal to 0. If theta is equal to 90 degree, then F is equal to QVB and the maximum value. The direction of Lorentz force is given Fleming left hand rule. Okay, as earlier I told you. Now moving forward, what is magnetic flux? What is magnetic flux? This picture shown here about magnetic flux. The total number of magnetic lines of force passing perpendicular through the plane is called magnetic flux. The magnetic flux is represented by Greek letter phi. So formula of magnetic flux is phi is equal to B into A, because it is a scalar quantity, dot product, so value comes BA cos theta. Now next important thing is unit of magnetic flux, that is Weber, and another unit is Newton per ampere meter, that is given here. Now next point is electromagnetic induction. In 1831, Faraday told about the electromagnetic induction. What is induction? The magnetic flux change, then current can be generated. This is said by physicist and mathematician Faraday. So in the manner, we say 2 points Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. It is whenever there is a change in magnetic flux passing through a coil, an induced EMF is produced in the coil. Similarly, in second point, the induced EMF in the coil is directly proportional to the rate of change of magnetic flux passing through the coil. So if EMF is denoted by small letter e, delta phi upon delta t is the change in flux, then n is the number of turns in the coil. So we get the formula here, E is equal to minus n delta phi upon delta t, or minus n phi 2 minus phi 1 upon delta t. Induced current value is E upon R, where R is the resistance of the coil and E is the EMF. Direction of induced current is given by Fleming right hand rule. It is very important for you. Now moving forward, what is Lenz law? In electromagnetic induction, the direction of induced EMF or current is such as to oppose the change that produced it. This is very important, and this is basically conservation of energy. Now moving forward, some applications which are given here, applications of electromagnetic induction, that is electric generator or dynamo. This is the application of electromagnetic induction. This principle also called electromagnetic induction. As shown in the figure, there are a strong field magnet that has the north pole and south pole, in between them a armature that have the electric current, and it is connected outward to the brush and slip rings. So its construction is same like a little bit difference from the motor, because it have the slip rings. The ends of the armature coil are connected to metallic rings S1 and S2 called slip rings. The slip rings rotate along with the armature. It generates the alternating current. That graph is given here. Okay. Now DC current generator or dynamo, because dynamo creates alternating current as well as direct current. Now this is the direct current generator dynamo. It also have the same construction but little bit difference. It have the split rings instead of slip rings. Split rings. And all the things are remaining same. Suppose permanent horseshoe magnet or strong field magnet, armature, brushes and split rings. So this shows the graph only positive direction, that is E max above the x-axis. So direct current graph is this. However, alternating current graph is this. So, alternating graph shown here in the above x-axis and below x-axis. So, it have the both value positive and negative. But DC current have only one-sided value above on the x-axis. Therefore, it is less harmful than that of the alternating current. In this way, we can conclude this chapter. If you feel any problem, then I will definitely solve it if any type of query. So that, thank you all of you for watching this video.